What's up guys, Trader Neil here, back at you with another video. Time to end your week off right with another crypto vid. Today, we're going to be talking about Solana. I talked about Sol a couple weeks ago, and we're going to do a little bit of an update on how price action has pretty much played out since then. But before I get started, as always, if you guys could like this video, I would very much appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel at Trader Neil and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, so with that out of the way, let's take a look at Sol. So back a couple weeks ago in my sold to $800 video, if you guys haven't watched that, I'll post that in the comments below. We were looking at Sol here at the 141 zone, and I was pretty much telling you guys, I was like, okay, so looking at Sol at these prices, it was holding the 200 EMA and the 200 MA on the daily very well, and I was pretty much making it clear that while Bitcoin was losing these moving average, while Bitcoin was losing its daily low and the daily range lows, Sol was holding it very well. Sol hadn't even closed a daily below its previous low here at the end of April. And I was looking at bullish price action in the near future, and we got that so far. We had a 31% move to the upside. So if you guys printed with me on Sol so far, let me know in chat. I would love to know if you guys benefited off of this move. We had the supply line break, as you guys can see. We had one touch here, two touch here, three touch, and then the break here with the daily close above the level and a nice retest there. So can't complain about that. Had a very clean setup. And so what am I looking at then for price action next on Sol? Well, a couple things. If I pull up a fixed range volume profile here, we are so far flipping the value area high of this range. On this pullback after we hit 184, we didn't even close any dailies below that value area high, which is bullish, and we're having a nice move up on price action today. So at this point, as long as we're above this value area high, I'm not looking for any further pullbacks on Sol. If we do lose that value area high, next area of interest that I have would be this zone between 154 and 161. So on the off chance that Bitcoin, let's say, just has a dip here, has a pullback, this is where I'd be looking for a pullback long on Sol. Do we get it? I don't personally think so, but if we do, this is exactly the area where I'd be looking to take a trade. If we don't pull back to these levels, couple areas of interest that I would like to see flipped on Sol. So we have got this daily level here at 186 we need to flip into support, and of course we have range highs at $200 that, in my opinion, what I see happening here is I could anticipate us coming up, hitting these daily levels, having a pullback, I would say around this 186 zone, and this is where you would have an area of interest to get into potential longs. I would pretty much long here, stops below these lows, and then look to take this to all-time highs potentially. If you don't get a flip here, if you get acceptance back under this range, if this long doesn't work out, then I would be more cautious, and then I'd of course be looking for the value area high again, and then our long zone here. So that's pretty much like current PA. I'm not taking any fresh longs on Sol. I already took some fresh longs here at 172 on this pullback. So either we get flips of these levels coming up, or we get a pullback to these levels. In between, I'm not super interested in it. And then overall, guys, looking at a couple other things on Sol. On the higher time frame charts, this fractal that I talked to you guys about from back here, this is starting to play out really well. Do I really think we're going to come up to $800? I had a couple questions about that after the last video. No, I'm not a moon boy. I'm not looking for these extremely high targets, nothing like that. But am I looking for previous all-time highs? Yes. And I think that we could at least get that 258 zone. This is where I'd be looking to take some profits off the table, and then potentially 300, maybe 400 for the rest of the cycle. We'll have to see. But for now, things are looking really good on Sol. As long as we're above this value area high, like I said, I don't see a reason why we're going to continue to push, why we could have a reversal here until that's lost. And then looking at Sol BTC, guys, we've already had a nice move up. After the video last week, I was talking about the supply line break, which we got, and had a 12% move up against BTC. I still anticipate these highs to be run on Sol BTC because we've already pretty much broken through this last mid-May high zone right here. So at this point, I would be expecting about 0.003 Satoshis to come next. And if we flip that, of course, then we've got our highs up here at 46 satoshis to be looking at next. Overall, here on Sol BTC though, guys, we're above the 200 moving averages here. Everything looks good. And then I think the last thing we talked about on Sol was this weekly RSI reset, which, as you guys can see, is playing out perfectly. We had that nice double bottom, a good bounce so far, and as long as this is above the 50 level, I don't see a reason why this doesn't continue to the upside. Even at the weekly close, we had a nice weekly close right here above our previous candles, and so at this point, I'd be looking at maybe this weekly level up here right around 250 to be a nice rejection zone. We got this weekly order block of contention we need to get through before then, but so far so good on Sol. And for now, unless we start losing some key levels here at 173, and especially the value area low of this zone, I'm still looking for higher prices. All right, guys, so just a quick little Sol update there. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys were able to print off Sol based on my last video. I know I did. Comment below if you guys got in with me on Sol, like I said. But other than that, just like this video, subscribe to my channel. You know the drill, and I'll see you guys for another video next week. All right, peace, guys. Trader Neil out.